Fireflies, killing you to pieces. Feeds the dying alive and brings you back to life.